Hello. We are back. Little temporary hiccup, some technical difficulties, but we are back on schedule. Let's see, what time is it? 8:31? Yeah, we got time. We got time. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. That was stupid. We were in the middle of shit. We got stuff to do. All right. We were looking at Orca, which I believe is a DEX on Sol, trying to see if there's any news. Can we get a contest close at 9? Orca go-to place to trade tokens and provide liquidity on Sol and Eclipse. Trusted, easy, and secure. Okay, let's see. Caught this Drake-sized 15-minute candle for a nice 6.5% move for wealth group members. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Weekly looks ready to make a new higher high. I'm a buyer at these levels. Dude, this guy called it. Orca's proposal to introduce a buyback and distribute mechanism has reached quorum. Orca up 60% today. The buyback and distribute experiment continues to gain traction, with Orca now set to join GMX, Maple, Aave, and others who have approved various iterations. Unfortunately, we've yet to see this model lead to much more than a temporary pump. Damn. Okay. Orca open long. Thank me later. Damn, dude. What was the price then? 270, 217? It's at 369. What a legendary call, dude. People probably closed already. All those people probably closed already. They're probably like, oh, he never, it went down. And they could have been up 70%. Jeez. What a crazy move. Holy crap. That is quite a rip. 100%. Wow. You could have just doubled your money within a day. We got a beautiful green dot too right there. That was confirmation. Green dot confirmation down here on Market Cipher. That would have been perfect. Damn. What a missed opportunity. See, we gotta go long hunting soon. See if we could find any of those big monster moves. My brain wants to think that Ondo's gonna rip because it's getting pretty rippy, but also it's very uncertain market. So I don't know. The cautious paranoid side of me is like, oh, you better not make any trades. Render's doing pretty good too. Yeah, Render and Ondo look very similar. Arrow's like super beaten up. Chewy probably nailed that call. Total 3, man. We'll see if we get a little pullback on our total 3. Let's go check CoinMarketCap. Let me make sure. I better add Harambe to my watch list. Yeah. Okay. See, somebody else knows too. $368 buy? You crazy? You crazy? Look at Fartcoins everywhere, dude. Fartcoin is just killing it. What's going on with Fartcoin? Ondo's trending. XCN. We got to look at XCN too. Orca, 97%. Damn. Virtual. I've been seeing a lot about this virtual thing. What was I going to look up? XCN. So Onyx coin. Okay. Didn't want to pull back again. Here's the thing. I want to see it have a sustained move. Obviously, it blew up, chopped, blew up more, chopped, blew up more, and then eventually it had to have a little cool off, to which it took quite some time, but it did get a decent sized cool off. Really long capitulation, and now it's blowing up again. This started in January, so 3-4 month long pump and dump. I wouldn't call it a pump and dump. That's mean. So the entirety of January was incredibly bullish for Onyx. And then February, it started to die off, and it just woke up like 2 days ago. The question is this going to be a sustained move? Obviously, everyone's talking about this. It's very popular for some reason. Is it going to be one of these? where it does that and then it takes off some more, I would not be surprised to see that, honestly. Because if you look at this one, it did the exact same thing. You had the giant monster candle, and then look at that big, mean, almost bearish engulfing, followed by another almost bullish engulfing, and then it broke down, kind of ate this entire price action right here, got just swallowed up by this dump, and then it got swallowed up again, and then it got kind of petered out, and then it exploded. And that's where the volume divergence comes into play as well. It blew up, and then it really took off and volume really exploded. You want to look for that volume divergence with the price putting in a higher high or higher low. That means that it's got people's attention. There's buyers stepping in. Look at this beautiful wick too. So we know that there's buyers for this project. There's eyes on it. People are trading it. I wonder if they have futures. Let's take a look. Shanamac said, yo, what's going on, Shanamac? We're kind of doing deep dives right now. Coinbase, BitGet, MXC, Gate, KuCoin, BingX, Kraken, HTX, BitThumb. BitUnix, okay. If you guys ever need an exchange, I highly recommend BitUnix. There's a affiliate link in the description. Helps the channel. OurBit as well. I like OurBit. I just prefer BitUnix. Their user interface is nicer. Paraboo? That's a fun name. Okay, so there's definitely going to be futures for this. Let me actually check and see if it's on BitUnix futures trading. Not that I recommend futures trading this. It seems incredibly volatile. It is? Wow, okay. So, if you're a degenerate gambler, might be a decent consideration to get into XCN on leverage. That's only if you're like real crazy though. Tyler said, you buying more Pinlink yet? I also heard Ondo is getting listed on Binance. Really? Is that why it's pumping like crazy? Jay Shear said, catch you later, JJ. And family, back to the work grind. Take it easy, Jay Shear. Gotta get that fiat. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy your double barrel glizzy one last time before you go. Look at that. It's a work of art. It really is. Look at how jealous Tyler is. I'm just kidding. He's like being nice. That's funny. All right. Onyx Coin. What do they got going on X? My biggest thing, because everybody uses social media. So from a business standpoint, because I pretty much run the business that I work for. From a business standpoint, not being present on social media is like a death sentence in 2025, in my opinion. So for a cryptocurrency especially, marketing is very important. And part of marketing, a huge part of marketing, is just a social media presence. Tyler said Pinlink. Yes. Ondo and Pinlink. Yeah, dude, Ondo's killing it. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this was pushed down this far as well for Binance to accumulate. Because that's quite a pullback. What even is that if we pull a fib? Wow, it almost retraced the entire move. There's no move here. Damn. Pinlink. Oops. $69.3 million market cap. I mean, it's back above the blue line. Not a bad time to buy. I might buy some more. We'll see how this weekend goes. I'm going birthday shopping for my daughter tomorrow. So, and she wants a guitar. which means I'm probably going to go broke. Because I'm myself a mega guitarist, and I'm not going to get her no shitty Walmart guitar. Tyler said 100% agreed. Even local business needs social media for real. 100%. It's important, man. It's important stuff. Do I need a long? What is going on? All right. Pinlink. Let's check their Twitter, too. Price looks great, though. Beautiful retrace. This thing was literally $3. What's going on here? HQZ said, what up, round 2? What up, round 2 is, this shit's broken. Hello? Yeah, I guess I'm just going to leave Deck Screener. Get her Guitar Hero on PS2. Dude, Guitar Hero was so much fun. What's that one that came out? Rocksmith? I think that was from the guys that made Guitar Hero or Rock Band, one of the two. But Rocksmith came with a real ass guitar and like just taught you how to play guitar, which is freaking awesome. But that like put Guitar Hero, I guess, out of business, or they just didn't do Guitar Hero anymore. I don't know. They don't make games like they used to, man. We used to have freaking Dance Dance Revolution and shit, like fun stuff to do at home. And now they're like, oh, you gotta pay per month and you're gonna play Fortnite. And all these kids are eating that shit up, but I don't know. I digress. HQZ said, yeah, I read that already. Tyler said, I waited forever to buy Ondo. I said I wasn't over $1. Patience paid off. Buy her Pinlink. Buy her $50 in Pinlink and see what it is on her 18th birthday. That's actually a fun idea. Pinlink. Yeah, I saw it yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. How to buy real-world asset fractions on Pinlink to earn APRs of up to 41%. With the Pinlink mainnet now live, you can buy fractional shares of real-world assets, including high-performance crypto miners that offer APRs of up to 41%. Okay, so here's my question. Is the payout in Pinlink? See if they reply. Spearman Strategies said, facts, I love the 80 and 90 games. Dude, 80s and 90s were even better. They had like cool controllers and stuff. All the attachments and shit that you could buy for your system and your controllers and stuff like that. Shinamax said, got it for the Switch for my kids. They hate it. What are you talking about, DDR? Dude, I love Dance Dance Revolution. The Switch one's different because you have to hold a thing, but the old school one just had the mat with the arrows. I feel like you got to grow into it too. I remember getting some stuff when I was a kid and I was like, this is dumb. And then I eventually like tried it a couple years later and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Why haven't I been playing this whole time? You know? Tyler said Wii Sports was legendary. It really was, dude. I remember me and my buddy, we would play it in the living room. We do like baseball and stuff. Nobody ever put the stupid thing on your wrist, and we're playing baseball. And one of us was playing, and we go, and the controller like flew out of our hand all the way into the kitchen and into the garbage can, and we could not find it for like a half hour. It was the funniest thing. Wii Sports was legendary, legit. Oh, Wii Sports. Yeah, dude. I mean, I could see that. Kids hating that today. But then again, my brain goes to like bad graphics, but their graphics aren't that good either. They've definitely sacrificed graphics for just consistency. More games, more games, more games. And the graphics aren't as important, I guess, if the game is fun. That totally makes sense. But at the same time, that used to be like the new innovation. Like, this game's so realistic. Nowadays, they're just like, here's this clunky triangle shit from like 1993. And a really good story to go along with it. And they're like, hell yeah, they eat that shit up. Yeah, cheat codes, yep. The Sims still has cheat codes. Dude, the Sims 4 came out like 20 years ago, I feel like. They're still playing that shit. I remember borrowing the cheat code book, or like the strategy book, from my buddies. Like you would literally, one guy would get the cheat code book, like his parents would buy it for them, and then after they're done with it, they would hand it to the next guy, and you'd be put on like a queue. I'd be like, hey man, can I borrow your Pokemon Ruby code book? or strategy book? And he's like, yeah, but Andrew's got it. You're gonna have to get it from him after next weekend or some shit. And I'm like, okay. And then I go bug Andrew, like, hey man, when are you done with that? And then he'd bring it, and then I'd have it for like a month. It was so much fun, dude. You needed those freaking books to get through those damn caves in those Pokemon games, though. Tyler said they play Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't even graphics. Watch your mouth, Tyler. I love Minecraft. It is really just clunky cubes, though. if we're being real. So well, let's see if Pinlink replies to me. And Onyx Coin, I was going to go take a look at their Twitter as well. As a reminder, Onyx Coin token contract will always remain on Ethereum, as well as XCN staking and XCN governance. Be aware of imposters seeking to scam the community on a XCN airdrop or a new XCN token contract, as it is not the case, nor will it ever be. Well, they're super duper butthurt. Binance Futures 11 hours ago. That's what it is. That's why it's blowing up. Onyx Goliath. Which part of Goliath are you looking forward to the most? Still not registered on the XCN community forum? Join, where the community can propose and discuss, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah, it's got to be the Binance Futures. Interesting. Taylor said, can you fact check the Ondo news? Shanamax said, ABYX, left trigger, right trigger, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. GTA, I remember L1, L2, R1, R2, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. And then you could do, there's different iterations of the arrows for like gun pack 1, 2, and 3. And I believe that was for GTA San Andreas. But I think that also applied to The Ballad of Gay Tony and Liberty City Stories. Which, by the way, Liberty City Stories was my favorite because they had the remote triggered bombs. And I would literally just get 5 stars and I would go back and forth on the bridge and throw the remote bombs out the window all in the same spot. And I would wait until the cops hit that spot and just hit the button. It was fucked up. Fahid said, does JJ know about No Mercy game? It was removed from Steam. It looks horribly made. I do not know about it. I'm going to look it up, though. Oh, geez. What is No Mercy? Oh. Yeah, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. Jesus Christ. Damn. HQZ said, I would just go into Best Buy and read the strategy guides, then go home and finish the part I was stuck on. Too broke to buy the guide. Dude, we got camera phones now, and I guess the internet, so it don't really matter. I remember finding all the websites that had that stuff, though, back in the day. I used to go to the library at school and then the local library in town and just print everything. Because they didn't charge for printing early on. Me and my buddy used to print guitar tabs. We'd print cheat codes for all the games and stuff. Damn. It's weird. It's weird to think about having printed stuff now. Chad said, yeah, me too. I shouldn't remember that. Right? Dude, we definitely play that way too much if we remember that shit. GTA 4. Yeah, it might have been GTA 4 as well. I think it applied to GTA 4 as well. I think I preferred Liberty City Stories to 4. I wasn't a big fan of Nico's story. If that's 4. Otherwise, I'm misremembering. GTA 4. Or was like the most in between. Yeah, that was Nico's story. I don't know. It was kind of weird. Came out in 2008. It just seemed like it was, I don't want to say rushed, but it seemed almost identical to San Andreas. Obviously, there was a new map and a new story, but I don't think the graphics changed that much. Maybe I'm completely insane. Let's see. Yeah, no, this looks the same. Oh, man. Fun times, though. Fun times. Nico was boring ass protagonist is your personality. Dude, he was just like gay. Yeah, dude, Ballad of Gay Tony and Liberty City Stories were great. Nico was super boring. He was like what I imagined Hitman would be like if you were like trying to be friends with him. He's like, I kill people. That's it. This is my life. You're like, okay, cool. I gotta go. I got somewhere else to be. This is fucking boring, dude. Okay, you pay? Sure, I'll pay. Just leave. Happy weekend. Yeah, Onyx Coin, definitely their news was Binance 100%. Orca. They got that buyback thing. Ondo news was, I think Tyler said he wanted me to confirm the Ondo news. Ondo Finance? What was their news? Wall Street warming up to tokenization. God, they got this word salad for their last post crap. USDY is not and may not be offered, sold, or otherwise made available to the U.S. or U.S. persons. Not be registered under the U.S. Securities Act of 1933. Okay. Tyler said, when I was in basic training, my family would send me song lyrics printed out just so I could hear the song reading the lyrics. That's awesome. Listed on Binance. Okay. I mean, if it's a rumor, then I don't know if I can confirm a rumor. Here's what I'll do then. Ondo. Will Ondo hit $5 after surviving this bear market? Probably. What's your accumulation zone? If I had to sell everything to buy the next Bitcoin, Ondo would be that coin. The RWA sector continues to grow, and Ondo is leading the charge. HQZ said, God, if you're listening, can we please just roll things back to 2001? Okay, thanks. Ondo, Bitcoin double bottom. Zach Humphreys. Ondo is one of my favorite plays. One-day chart price pressing against the top of a falling channel. If bulls push through, structure breaks, but it's not done yet. Do you have Binance? I do not. I do not have Binance. I'm an American. Binance sucks ass. I'm waiting for pullback in Ondo. It's the broken down trend. Let's just ask Grok. Is Ondo, or is Binance? Why can't I hit the space bar? What is happening here? Okay. That was weird. I can't hit the space bar while I'm typing. What the hell? But I can do it in between letters? Do you? Okay, I'll just ask that, I guess. Is Binance listing Ondo? I see it on Zach Humphrey's thumbnail, but didn't watch yet. Yes, Binance has listed Ondo for spot trading, along with Big Time at Virtuals Protocol, following the result of their second Vote to List event announced on April 11th. The listing includes new spot trading pairs, though a seed tag is applied, indicating higher volatility and risk. While Ondo was previously available on Binance Futures with up to 50x leverage since January 2024, it is now officially on spot market, which may increase its trading volume and visibility. So wait a minute, they do trading futures before spot sometimes? That's crazy. Posts on X also reflect excitement about this development, citing Binance's accumulation of Ondo tokens as a bullish signal, though some caution that price pump from listings can be short-lived. Always consider the volatility of crypto markets and do your own research before trading. Exciting stuff. Shannon Max said, look at the new launch on MinSwap. Banana Clip games are really fun. New launch on MinSwap. Banana Clip games. Oh, I assumed it would have been available here, actually. How do I look at new launches on MinSwap specifically? Is it Nana? Nope. For Banana Clip? Tyler said, I don't know if you know who he is or not, but I was one of Zach's supporters since he had less than like 200 watchers. I just saw him when I was actually looking for Ondo stuff specifically. Like, he was one of the people that popped up in the top results. Zach Humphreys right there. Ondo Finance. Oh, I could have just read this. Is going on Binance. This is huge for the entire Ondo holder base and the future of this RWA giant. Share and bookmark so people see this. Nice. Yeah, I've watched quite a few things from Zach Humphreys. Nice guy. Go to Dex Hunter. Okay. Banana Clip Games. Oof, Iagon's down. What the hell? Danzo. How's that? Cheesy Derp DJ Bear. Where do I go? Banana? Just banana? I'm assuming it's this one. What if I want to like I want to see like the fun stuff. The top? Oh, am I an idiot? Meme? What's at the top? What do you mean? Go to Dex Hunter. The top. The big long thing. The big long thing? Oh! I was like, what the fuck is the big long thing? That's fucking funny. Oh, okay. You could have just said bananaclip.io. Okay, Monkey public sale, April 8th, 1600. Participate on MinSwap. Okay. That's funny. Did Pinlink reply? Let me go look. That was funny. That was so funny. Oh, shit. I don't think so. Yeah, nothing yet. They're ignoring me. Okay. Coin merge, unlimited free play, single player wagering, daily prize pool, publisher, Starodimov Games. Monkey wager on iconic games. Okay, that's actually a lot of fun. Search your favorites, leaderboard, Bomber Pig. Oh shit, this is the Nike game. Interesting. A month ago, what time we're gonna play today? This is gonna be huge. Hello, I'm back. Now I brought enough banana bombs. Crush and Narcos. Accept my friendship. Anyone in DC who reads my comment, please pass on my message. What? What the hell? Look at my comments. Put me back in DC. Crush and Narcos, please accept friend requests. Sir, invite me back, please. What is happening here? What's wrong with me asking? Help, I'm not toxic. I just ask for comments. Please invite me in channel again. Invite me back in DC. Let's play. I don't know what I did wrong. I got kicked from the channel after playing play season and not getting airdrop. Damn. All of JJ's ADA disappears playing banana game. Dude, I have so many wallets for random shit like this. I like all of the lore that we just uncovered on this random ass freaking Nike game. That's awesome. Is banana tomorrow's prize? We've done a banana before. A banana and 2 oranges, maybe. We have done a banana. The banana's been used. I think I've doubled up. I've used an old prize once or twice. So we gotta be consistent and try to have a new prize ready every day. Sometimes it's hard. It's so hard. I bust my ass every single day finding phallic shaped foods for you guys. Oh, what a hard thing to do. What a struggle. Yeah, I'll have to check that out on my own time. Maybe if it's super duper fun, we'll probably play it on stream. Fartcoin, man. Wow, what is Fartcoin? Just killing it. Wait a minute, why is this like this? CoinMarketCap, Dex Scan, Solana. This is sick as fuck. Tyler said I got this weird message from Coinbase saying someone logged into my account from Paris telling me to call a number if it wasn't me. Didn't do it, obviously. Talos changed? Did Talos change? What did Talos do? Oh yeah, it's Agent T now, isn't it? Ugh, yeah. Is this like Talos's doing? Oh, grab your seed phrase. Dude, I'm not even joking. Like, I had Cardano people, I was in an X space with them the other day, and they were like talking about advice and stuff. They're like, "Do you have any advice, JJ?" And I was like, "Yeah, don't digitize your seed phrase in any way, shape, or form whatsoever." And they were hesitant. Like, they acted like I just said, "Grandmas suck. I fucking hate grandmas." And they were like, "Well, I like my grandma." They went, "Well, I don't see a problem with that as long as the device is not online." You know damn well they have their shit saved in their fucking notes on their phone that's connected to the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Nobody just has an offline device that they store information in. It's 2025, dude. Write shit down on a piece of paper. It's not that hard. And then people are like, "Oh, well, somebody accessed my wallet and took all of my stuff." No shit. How did that happen? I clicked on a malicious link. Well, why'd you do that? I thought it was legit. How much money did you lose? $250,000. What the fuck? Where's your seed phrase? Oh, it's on my phone. What? Blows my mind, dude. It blows my mind. And these people are people who have been in here for, like, they've been in the space long enough to know what's right from wrong. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't know. Talos kind of looks like crap. I was super bullish on Talos. I feel like I am still. Agent Tick, though. Whatever Agent IC. What is T is coded? None of it makes sense anymore. It's kind of stupid. Jesus. Clearly, I'm not the only one. Oh. Yeah, Farcoin's killing it. Pretty hilarious. Not gonna lie. My child is playing VR with her friends and apparently someone's dying or something. Oh, Bitcoin is currently trading at 83,421. What do you know? It's 83K. April 22nd, Bitcoin begins breakout above 92K. Oh, we'll see if that happens. HQZ said every grandma has sucked at some point in time. Shinemek said that's why Tangent cold storage. Tyler said I'm guilty. I keep mine on exchange. See, an exchange, at least you can avert blame. If you keep your coins in a wallet, like a self-custody wallet, and your seed phrase is digitized, then you're just out there, man. It's like having a vault full of money just in your backyard, open. Like the doors wide open. Everyone can see your money if they're in the backyard. So somebody walks into your backyard intending on breaking into your house, and then they see all of that money. They're like, "Oh shit, I'm just gonna take that money." That's what a digitized seed phrase does. HQZ said, "Sucked a dick, that is." Just as grandpa. Mr. Roberts said, "Double dog, this is a double barrel glizzy." That is what it is. J Shear 2.0 won 3 days in a row now, beating Waterfly for third place behind Tyler and Hoffs, who are tied for second, and Fahid, who is in first. Absolutely killing it. Tyler said, "My reasoning is eventually you have to go back to an exchange to sell." That's fair. It's totally fair. My only situation would be which exchange. The only exchange that I would ever trust, even remotely enough to keep a relatively decent amount of money on, would be Coinbase. And that's because they're like the big United States exchange. Anybody else can fuck right off. My go-to exchange at the beginning was Voyager. Beautiful user interface. They looked professional. Technically, it was a brokerage, not an exchange. They claimed that they had no trading fees, which they didn't, but their spread was like 20% or like 10%. So as soon as you bought, you were down 20% immediately. It was crazy. Okay, yeah, I'll accept Coinbase. I like that. But Voyager went under. Like, I literally had all of my money on there. I tried to move it and it wasn't moving. It was not moving for like 2 weeks. Contacted customer service, nothing was happening. I eventually resorted to going full Karen on them on Twitter, and then I shit you not, the CEO DM'd me and he said, "What's your like customer service ticket number or whatever?" And I sent that to him, and within like 20 minutes, all of my assets were finally transferred, which I'm almost positive he just sent out of his own wallet, because 2 or 3 months later was when they finally collapsed. I'm pretty sure I got out like right as that stuff was starting to unfold, which is freaking crazy. Because I don't know if those people have even been paid back yet. Blew my mind, man. Oh, but anyways, I don't know. I'm probably gonna call it. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. I gotta take my daily clothes, or my daily selfie for X and all that stuff. I got stuff to do, and Bitcoin's being pretty boring and sideways. So, yeah, render still looks like it wants to go up. If this thing breaks 4, then it might be on. We'll have to wait and see, though. It does kind of look like it's just repeating this. See what happens? Dude, I got so lucky with that. I actually still have the guy's DM, too. I've had two encounters with 2 different CEOs, and they're both hilarious like that. The CEO of Voyager DM'd me and got me my money because I was like thwarting all of their marketing campaigns, which was because there wasn't a lot of replies on their marketing stuff on X, but they were a popular exchange, so they were getting like a lot of views, but nobody was actually replying. So if anybody ever clicked on it, they would see my giant story of my money not being transferred out, which is bad marketing. So they hooked me up. That was a smart way to do it. Just if anything ever happens to your guys' money, don't give up, man. Don't shut up until you get your shit. Because literally me going Karen on X got me my money. And I'm pretty sure that was the only reason why I avoided not being completely rugged on the entire collapse of Voyager. Because that probably would have made me leave crypto, which is crazy to think about. And then the other one was Simon Yu, the CEO of StormX. And because they were announcing all of this stuff that never actually happened. And I was talking shit on X. And he was like, "Shut up. Why don't you go buy Doge?" And I shit you not, 2 days later was the first time Elon Musk ever mentioned Doge. And it exploded. And I never bought any before that. But I did screenshot the chart. And I pointed to it and I said, I showed the tweet and I replied to the guy and I said, "LOL, thanks for the advice." It was literally, could not have timed that better. It was pretty beautiful. It was, I don't know, like a cosmic karma moment. But anyways, I'm going to call it a night. It's Friday, go chill with the fam. Probably eat some cereal, do some stupid shit, play some video games. If Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday and good night.